Hey, it's Eric Whiteside, Whiteside Tax Solution. We've been tasked and challenged with certifying 150 students in the local high school with becoming Stop the Bleed certified. So this is a 2-day process. The first day we were saying, hey, let's go ahead and make the skills section with them doing a dry run. We did a lecture part with a dry run and skills section. Then we follow up with the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, with them actually becoming certified. They had to run through the skills section, but in addition to that, they had to go through the SimLab. And one thing that's very unique with this one is, instead of me or my partners actually running them through it, the kids actually trained the kids when it came to this part. We did a final evaluation to make sure the skills were correct, but other than that, the students evaluated themselves. And from there, you having future doctors and future nurses, physician assistants, or whatever in the medical field, of actually applying the knowledge they learned from this actual class and helping other students with it. So what I want you to do, come take a travel with us to see how well they did.
It's number one cause of preventable death. Blood belongs inside, not outside. Everybody stand apart. If blood is coming out, you need to stop it. It is our job to make sure we can either prevent or render first aid. How many of y'all ever driven by or rode by a bad car wreck? You drove by, you're like, dang, I wonder, are they okay? Imagine if that was you in the car wreck, and now you're not injured, but a family member is injured. What are you gonna do? That's the purpose of this course, because if that happens, you can take care of that family member. How do you control that bleeding? Because there's no telling when that ambulance is going to arrive. How do you control that bleeding to keep them alive? That's what we're focusing on. They can bleed out anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. We have to stop that bleeding. It takes us as EMS anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, and we know Atlanta traffic sucks. So if I'm in downtown Atlanta, it's gonna take me longer to get to you. Everybody saying that part? So during that 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm there 7 to 10 minutes away, they're bleeding out. It is up to you to stop that bleed. And I want alternating fingers as I'm packing that wound. Why? Because I'm pressing on that vessel. As I'm pressing on that vessel, I'm getting the gauze to assist me with causing the clotting factor. So I'm alternating fingers. Everybody stand that part? At no time do I take a finger out. Take a finger out, I'm relieving the pressure, blood is squirting out, I'm starting over again. Everybody stand that? Hence the reason you're alternating. If it's a deep laceration, same concept. I have the gauze, and I'm packing, I'm alternating. Everybody stand that part? So I'm alternating. Our objective is to stop the bleeding. Does that make sense? I'm telling you, I'm gonna be as real as possible. Yes, you have your PPE on. One thing we're talking about is when there's bleeding. Everybody see underneath the arm, that large vessel? That is your brachial artery. That's where you have to stop the blood. That blood is actually coming to the heart, going to the brain. Everybody stand that part? You must stop that major bleeding. In the leg, you have your femoral artery. Everybody has it. Everybody see that part? They get shot in the leg. You must stop that bleeding because they're bleeding out this way. Blood is not going back in. They go into hypovolemic shock, means they don't have enough blood, they die. Everybody understand that part? So when it comes to a tourniquet, you apply the tourniquet, they said 2 inches above. So if the opening is right here, I tell people just go high and tight. That way you're not wrong. You put it on, you cinch down. Everybody stand that part? Notice, you hear me? I'm cinching down on them. After I cinch down on them, I then have my windlass, and I will turn my windlass until I see the bleeding stop. Imagine this, you have a faucet, right? That faucet is running. What do you do to stop the water from running? Turn the knob, right? As more you turn the knob till the faucet stops running. Same thing, you turn this windlass till the bleeding stops. It's real cool when you see it too. It's like, oh dang, that's how it works. They're bleeding out, it's squirting out. You constantly turn, they're screaming, ow, that hurts, until that bleeding actually stops. Once you turn the knob, you then put that clip and you set it in. Once you set it in, just like this, the extra bandage you actually apply in like this. Everybody see that part? Then your tab you put over and you write the time you apply. Why do we do this? The reason is because as EMS, when we come up on scene, you have a tourniquet, you put the tourniquet on, we need to know when did you put that tourniquet on. Everybody understand that? Once you apply a tourniquet, you do not take it off. Do not. Once you apply a tourniquet, you do not take it off because you have now stopped the bleeding. If you take this tourniquet off, all that pressure is now released and now they're bleeding out more. Everybody understand that? You using that tourniquet means you're actually causing that clotting to actually start. Once you remove the tourniquet, the clotting didn't go all the way through. You now release bad stuff into their blood, and now they have an infection.
So as you enter the classroom, one of the tables or one of the skills is your tourniquet section. And in tourniquet section, it tells you exactly what to do. High and tight or 2 inches above. You cinch it down, apply in less 30 seconds or less, record the time, tourniquet was applied. And over here, your practice tourniquets as well.
Under or over?
I have a
Then they will travel over to the Israeli bandage section. Israeli bandage application. Place pad over wound, 1 revolution around each eye, wrap tightly, insert closure bar. And that's what they were tasked with here.
Yep, you got it.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I promise
He
you.
said, no, did he not rip it on one?
You go look.
Then we come on down to the next section. In the next section, with these are your wound pack. There's dry wound pack application. Apply your PPE, because that's something we've been teaching them, Scene Safe PPE. Then it says stuff the wound with gauze. So they had to actually do it correctly, apply steady pressure with both hands. One hand on top.
to like pull it open. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, it hurts like right here.
And at this long table is where they're going to be evaluated on their skills. So notice each table had 2 people. So they had to do all 3 skills. They had to do the tourniquet application, then they had to do Israeli bandage, then they had to turn around and do wound packing.
Or should I twist it going this way and it should smell like it? Yeah.
Okay, let me do it on you. Are you gonna do it on me?
Am I gonna fail? Yes, I did.
No instructions or help is given, or the injured person first line of defense. You have 3 minutes to stop the bleed, otherwise they die and you fail. So we're trying to bring that real world to the classroom.
Yeah, that's fine. Where's this video? I'm sorry for yelling at you, but like, I'm not gonna be able to stop that. I'm not squeezing anymore. Oh my god. Okay, let me go eat some. Do you really have any blood? First of all, it's all in the This is fun. There's an empty one over here.
Again.
A lot of fun. I myself will not be working in patient care. I will be in pharmaceuticals, but this is definitely a life skill that is vital for people to know when it comes to first aid.
My experience was pretty good. She didn't do as much blood as other people did, but it was really cool to.
I really liked the Stop the Bleed program. It was really fun. It was really interesting to learn about. I can definitely use this in my life if a family member gets hurt or if like there's an immediate emergency I need to attend to. So it was really fun.
I really enjoyed the training. I like
And like definitely prepares you for the medical field and what you're really supposed to be doing. Some of the instructors will like squeezing out a whole bunch of blood, but keep 2 fingers, just continue to press the gauze, and then keep your hands like this and do it.